All right, so in these notes, we are going to solve variables on both sides. So the first step is always to get rid of the parentheses, and how we do that is by distributing. So then we have 2x minus 8, drop down the minus 7, and then drop down the negative 2x plus 6. The next step has always been to combine like terms. So then we have negative 15 equals negative 2x plus 6. Once again, we didn't use that 2x, so that's why I dropped it down. Now this is the new part. Draw my line. I have 2x on the left and I have negative 2x on the right. So we need to be able to combine like terms. However, we can't do that yet because they're on opposite sides of the equal sign. So what we do the opposite of minusing, which is adding. And then we can actually now combine the 2x and the 2x. So then it becomes 4x minus 15 equals 6. If you notice here, we finally have that nice two-step equation that we're always looking for. So we're going to have 4x equals 21. Divide each side by 4. Our x is actually going to be 21 over 4. Now for your turn, I'm not going to do all of the your turns. I'll just do your turn number 1. Want to combine like terms. We have 3x and 4x. 3x plus 4x gets us 7x minus 10. And then we have distribution on the right-hand side. So that's going to be negative 2x plus 8. The reason why it's 8 is negative 2 times negative 4 is 8 plus 9. We can combine like terms here because they're on the same side. Now, once again, we have variables on the left and we have a variable on the right. We need to be able to move it over, and we're going to do that by the inverse operation. The inverse of operation of negative 2x or minus 2x is adding 2x. Then we're left with 9x minus 10 equals 17. So now we're going to add 10 because we have that two-step. So now we have 10x equals 27. Divide by 9. X is going to get you 3. So really what's highlighted in blue is the new step. And then down here, example 2 and example 3. This is a new idea, infinitely many solutions and no solutions. So infinitely many solution is the answer if you get a true statement. And if you get a false statement, the answer will be no solution. So what do I mean by that? If I simplify this equation and distribute, I'm going to get 4x plus 6 on both sides. What the new step is that we learned that we have to get the variables on one side. So I'm going to undo adding 4x by minusing 4x. But notice what happens. 4x minus 4x goes away and I'm left with 6. And then same idea, I'm left with 6. 6 equals 6 is a true statement. If you have the same number on both sides, you know you're going to get a true statement. And the answer will be infinitely many solutions. So you can try your turn. I'm going to do example 3 to see what happens when you get a false statement. So 16 times negative 3 is going to be a negative 48x. 16 times 4 is going to be 64. And then 96 times negative 1/2 is negative 48x. And then 96 times 1 is a positive 96. So our brand new step is moving the variables to the left side. How do I undo a negative 48x? I add 48x on both sides. And those are going to cross out. Now here I'm left with 64, and then I'm left with 96. 64 can never equal 96. They're not the same number. So that's what happens when you get a false statement. The false statement is not your answer. It leads to no solution. So then you want to do no solution. That means there is no variable that will get you an answer. There is no answer that will make the equation work. It's always going to be no solution.